Hi, I'm Nikki, the obsessive bookseller, and this seems like a really good time for a book ramble. So I've mentioned in a few recent videos that I've been working on a new bookshelf project where we've been adding shelves up top. In fact, yep, shelves have been added, and I finally had room to take my collection up and to keep them all from being so stuffed in those shelves. So I took an afternoon and I filmed the entire process of me getting to reshelve everything onto these new shelves. And my library looked awesome. Everything was perfect. And then I bought some books, like a lot of books. And all of that careful spacing and careful planning went out the window. My library is an absolute mess. I will show you a clip in a second. I've always been someone who enjoys rearranging books. It's probably why I was a really successful bookseller for 12 years. It's very therapeutic. And I've played around with different arrangements, like it used to be just strictly by author, but now, and then it went by format, and now I've got all of my unread titles based on how I can experience them. So I've got a section where I can get the audiobooks for free from the library. I've got a section where I have to pay for the audiobooks to experience them. And then I've got a section where I'd have to physically read them. And it was important for me to separate that out because how I plan out my book reading depends on what format I could get it in, and I was really tired of looking it up. Anyway, it has been a really long time since I've been able to come in and reorganize my library, and I have a few ideas. Because I have just acquired so many new books for my read section from my used bookstore trek, I no longer have room, even though I just added 2 extra shelves above my existing bookcase. This has a 4 bookshelf span, whereas the one on this side with all of my unread books has a 5 bookshelf span. So I am considering doing a massive reorganization where I put all of my read books on this wall, which is the wall I normally film on, and that would give me more room to expand, and then take all of my unread books and stick them on this wall. Because my library is already hot mess central, so many books out of place, so many books that I'd have to reintegrate into here because of their new acquisitions, that I might as well get started on it now while things are a mess instead of trying to make it perfect only to have to expand on it later. See, this is what I love about book collecting. The reorganization projects give me a chance to get my hands on the things that I treasure and really appreciate the physical copies of everything. While I'm at it, I usually purge a few as well. I know of all the books that I have in my unread section that I'm not going to get to all of them. There are a few that I look at and I actively don't want to read them, but I've had the space, so I've kept most of them. It'll be really interesting to me to see what happens when I take all of these books crammed into these 5 shelves and put them on this side with less room, because I plan on spining out all of the paperbacks. I really hate that they're stacked really tall. And honestly, if I don't have room for all of them, which I don't think I will, then I have to make some decisions, and I'm okay with that. But in the meantime, all of the new books that I picked out will have prominent display room. Let me show you what we're working with here. So I've got those shelves up there. And then, yeah, lots of space right now. Lots of space. It's gonna be cool. I also want to do something with this young adult section. I have expanded up here as well, and I have seen so many drool-worthy library collections where they've organized the books in rainbow format. And having done that with my kids' books, I can attest to how satisfying it is. And I'm currently not reading as many young adult books as I used to. So being able to find the titles is not as pivotal for me at this moment. So while I'm rearranging everything, I might go through and try to rainbow organize these 4 shelves and see how that turns out. I have a lot of black though, so that might go up top just to offset it a bit. Okay, so this is how the library currently looks. I had that perfectly organized about 2 weeks ago. But yeah, there's just crap everywhere, things that need to be integrated into the collection. And then this hot mess over here that I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with. And then I also need to expand that young adult collection up there, and then that'll probably free up these shelves. So yeah, this is a lot of work, but it's what I live for. Oh no, this is gonna be a hot mess. That's okay. I'm also not going to do it all in one day because that would be exhausting. So over the course of the next couple of weeks, I'll bring you along with me as I reorganize different sections. So am I the only nut who loves reorganizing their books, or am I not alone? Thank you so much for tuning in to this Reading Rambles, and I hope to catch you next time. Bye.